Hey beautiful, welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything's going fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is gonna be a mystery candle wax reading, which I am so excited about, and it's all about a message meant to reach you. So I want to keep the space and the intention pretty open. I'm not gonna focus on a certain area of your life, but any message, my dear, which is meant for you to know today is welcomed. And this is also going to be a timeless reading, by the way. So whenever you come across this reading, it applies to you. So, as always, I have 3 piles you can choose from. The first pile is pile 1 with the moon card, the second pile is the high priestess, and the third pile is the star card. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what messages are meant to reach you today. So my dear, as always, I already meditated for you guys, and I would like to start straight away with your reading. I have your candle right here, so let's start. For my beautiful pile 1. As always, my dear, as always, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here for you guys. For my beautiful pile 1, what messages are meant for you to hear today? Let's see. Okay, I'm getting a message. I feel like someone is not quite satisfied or not quite happy with the way things are going. And this for me is connected to career or to your goals, to your dreams, to the things that you want to achieve. It kind of feels like maybe someone watching, they have a big goal or they have a lot in their mind. You may have this vision. Maybe some of you guys even have vision boards, or you definitely have some goals that are very very emphasized here. But it's kind of like maybe you look at those goals and you see that you're not there yet. One message that is meant for you today is to not get discouraged because of that. I know when we want to achieve something and we still feel like that we are a little bit far away from it, this can be very disappointing, or it can discourage us, especially if we feel like we have done a lot but we're still not there, right? But the message from the energies that are coming through is very clear. They want you to keep going. They want you to keep being motivated on the things that are important to you, because just because something from the outside may look not exactly how you want it to be, that doesn't mean the goal is not right around the corner. Have you ever heard those quotes that okay, I don't know how it exactly goes, but it's something like, some people, they give up but they were just about to reach the finish line. This is the kind of energy that I get for you guys as well. Maybe right now you don't see this goal coming your way, but it can change pretty quickly. And the energies want you guys to stay motivated and yeah, I'm hearing um, be focused on your vision, okay? Keep that in mind. Stay focused on what it is that you want. And of course, it is something very natural, right? For us to maybe feel some type of way if we haven't reached the kind of results we wanted to reach, right? And this is not only for career. I feel like for others of you, this could literally be a manifestation. But I definitely get that for the majority of you guys, it is related to your career or to your job, to your studies and stuff like that. But for some of you, it could definitely also be a manifestation that maybe you haven't seen come through the way you would like to, and it's discouraging you a little bit. However, it's going to apply to you. Once again, the messages are pretty clear. Stay focused, keep believing in your vision, and don't allow the current circumstances to make you, I would say, hopeless. It's kind of like that breakthrough is in your energy, but it hasn't materialized yet. This is what this energy feels like. And by the way, I don't know why, but I really feel like also saying something about this card that you chose, which is the Moon card. And the Moon card is a very hidden card. It is something that hasn't come to the surface yet. And this is the same energy, I would say, or it really fits the message because it kind of feels like this goal or this wish, this manifestation, it hasn't come forward yet the way you would like it to, but it's still there. It is hidden. It is hidden from you, but it is in your energy. It is much closer than you may think it is. So I really feel like this is a very important message for you today, my dear, that if you're working on something, if you have certain goals, whether it be on a personal level, maybe some of you guys, you're trying to level up, for example. For others, maybe this message is more so about your career. For others of you, maybe this is more so about a certain manifestation. However, it's going to apply. The messages here are pretty simple, but pretty, I would say, empowering to keep believing in yourself, keep trusting yourself, and that I'm hearing it is closer than you think. Okay? My dear Palawan, you're someone who, one second, I receive a message. Okay. I really feel like, my dear, there is one thing that you need to know about yourself. And it's that you can go very far, very, very far in this lifetime. Of course, it depends on what it is that you want, right? Your own goals, your dreams, your wishes. It's something very individual, right? It's something very personal. But the messages coming from the energies are very straightforward. This reading already feels like I would say, a motivational reading. They really want to encourage you. They want you to believe more in your skills. And this is something which is coming through pretty much. Sometimes we may tend to not see the greatness that we are, or how much we really have to offer to ourselves and to the world, right? Because we may sometimes be a little bit, I would say, more critical about ourselves. And the energies definitely want to make you mindful of that. The fact that you are someone who, it almost feels like there is so much more within you that wants to be expressed, that wants to come forward, but you haven't quite allowed it yet, or you haven't quite opened the door for that to happen. And I really feel like, okay, for my dear pal one thing I can tell you guys is that your spirit guides are very heavenly, I would say, influencing this reading. These messages are coming from your spirit guides, okay? This is something I can say very, very much. You guys, you're definitely being guided. You have a spirit team supporting you. There is no doubt about that. And they're also very encouraging. Now, for some of you guys, maybe you know a little bit about these spirit guides. For others of you, coming back to this card, I don't know, it's really, this is definitely, this has a message for you. You know, it could be hidden. There could be something about that which is not quite exposed to you. So maybe you know that you have spirit guides, but you don't really know that much about them. However, it's going to apply to you. I really feel like for them, it is so important to make you understand that you haven't even tuned in into the fullest of your potential yet. And this is something very exciting because that means that there is so much more to explore about you when it comes to your interests, when it comes to your capabilities and even talents and stuff like that, right? Certain skills that maybe you haven't even taken serious yet, but you can actually profit of in the future, or certain skills that could actually nurture you a lot in the future. It's kind of like your spirit guides want to take your attention to yourself. And I really feel like pile one, your journey is a very exciting one. It kind of feels like the path you have in front of you, it's very motivating and it's very inspiring. You are truly this one person in your environment, perhaps even in your family or within your friend group, who can truly achieve great things, you know? And it kind of feels like the potential that you have really shines through. And I really want you to understand this. I want you to understand that you are the type of person that can truly reach their dreams and their goals. Now, why am I saying that? Because very often when we think about, dreams, goals and stuff, or we see successful people, we may think, wow, they're so lucky, or wow, they are really living the life, because not everyone can achieve their dreams. Not everyone, can achieve the kind of life they are thriving towards. Now, I want to tell you guys that in your environment, in your family, as I said, or in your circle, you are that person who can go all the way. You are the person that other people may, talk about and say, wow, like you really achieved your dreams, like you really did it, you made it. This is the kind of energy that you embody. This is what you are representing here. However, we can have all the potential in the world. If we don't believe in ourselves, if we don't take the action which is needed, if we don't maybe have the mindset which is needed, we may be far away from it. And your spirit guides are encouraging you. They're encouraging you to work on yourself the way that it works out for you, whatever it is that you need right now. Because once again, we're all individuals and we are all on different paths. I know we have been conditioned to compare ourselves constantly to other people, but if we really look at it, every one of us has a different past, a different story, a different background, different experiences, and our paths are also not the same. So, whatever it is that you need right now when it comes to your dreams, when it comes to your motivation, your spirit guides are really encouraging you to take it more serious. So, for example, let's just say someone is watching this and you feel like one second, I'm receiving a message. Okay, for example, let me first say that and then I will go to this message. As I was saying, whatever you need right now. So, for example, maybe someone is watching this and what they need right now is like minded people. So, what you could do, for example, is, find a space in which people maybe are, going towards the same goals as you are, and, putting yourself in this environment so you have like minded people who, you have the same vision, and this can really inspire you, listening to perhaps even their stories and what they do. Don't underestimate that. The kind of environment we put ourselves in, it can influence us greatly in a negative way, but also in a positive way. And yeah, maybe for some of you guys, you need to put yourselves more in certain circles that are thriving for the same things as you do. Well, this can be offline or, of course, even online, right? The internet has definitely made a lot of things possible. For others of you, maybe it's not so much about the circle that you put yourself in, but more so about believing in yourself more. So maybe you could, start to look at how you talk about yourself and the affirmations that you daily put into yourself, even like subconsciously, and see where this discouragement regarding your own self came from. So as I've said, it really depends on you. I just gave you guys two examples, but your spirit guides really want you to give yourself what it is that you need, because you have so much talent, my dear. You have so much potential. It would be a waste if you would, yeah, I'm hearing if you would give up on those dreams, if you would give up on those goals that you have, that you're very passionate about. Today is definitely the day for you to get motivated through your spirit guides here. There is no doubt about that. But it's really coming from a place of love. It's kind of like, a mother or a father or someone we care about, a loved one that really sees our potential and is like constantly maybe trying to hype us up or trying to tell us how good we're doing, how far we can go. This is kind of, it can be very inspiring, right? And this is what your spirit guides also want you to embody, because they want you to see what they're seeing, and what they're seeing is great potential. Another message I'm receiving here is, some of you guys, you may need to sleep more. Okay, this is very random. Maybe some of you guys, you have a little bit of problem sleeping at night, or what is this about? Yeah, I'm hearing from someone's spirit guides, make sure that you rest more. Make sure that you rest more so you have more energy. And another thing, make sure that you protect yourself and you protect this vision or the manifestation or the goal that you have. Because, hey, I mean, let's go back to the aspect of believing in yourself. Very often, certain perceptions that we have of ourselves are not even ours. They have, we have been taught to believe in this. Maybe someone has heard so often that they won't make it, that they have internalized it, right? I mean, we should not underestimate the environment that a person grows up with, right? Because it truly influences your mindset, and it also influences how you see yourself. So this is a very specific message for someone, but what I'm getting is that protect yourself and protect your dreams. Protect your manifestation. Maybe for some of you guys, don't go around telling people what you want to achieve or what you're working on, what manifestation you're trying to bring in, attract, because I feel like some people may try to discourage you, because I'm hearing they don't believe in themselves, so they won't believe in you either, and maybe they're even trying to put you down. I'm even hearing make fun of your vision, so be very mindful of that, okay? maybe be a little bit more silent when it comes to who you share your vision to, because it is not for everyone, and not everyone is going to be on your side, is something I'm hearing. So wow, okay, this is a very important message, my dear. Protect your energy, protect your vision, and don't share it with everyone. Okay, don't share it with everyone. So there is an element of protection coming through. Okay, you guys, definitely, I'm hearing once again, protect your energy. Be mindful, my dear, who you surround yourself with, okay, who you give your energy to. Look at your boundaries and look at people who may disrespect it, because I'm hearing they may have to be put in their place, because you don't deserve this kind of treatment, and it is very important for you to make that clear. People need to respect you and your boundaries. I'm hearing once again, protect yourself, okay? Wow, wow, this reading was very empowering. My dear pal one, this is all I have for you guys for today. If you would like to claim this very motivating and incredible reading, my dear, then let's go with a moon emoji, because it really fits your card here. So my dear, if you would like to claim this reading, then drop a moon emoji in the comment section below. As always, my dear, thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. And yeah, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel, my dear. If you do, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal one, take care, my dear. Hey pal two, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what message is meant to reach you today, my dear. What do you need to know? Now, as always, I already meditated for you guys, and I would like to start straight away with your reading. So let me light up your candle for my dear pile 2. All right, as always, my dear, as always, please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here for you guys. And let's see, for my dear pal 2, what message is meant to reach you today? What do you need to know? Let's see, let's see. Okay. Now, this could be very specific for someone, but the first message I'm receiving is that this is a little bit of a heavy energy. So this is for those of you guys who may have been in, I would say, in a circumstance that was a little bit discouraging for you guys. You know, it may have felt heavy. I even see like negative energy, okay? The messages coming through here is all about this coming to an end. Now, of course, it depends on your particular situation, but I heard the dark clouds are moving on, as in the dark clouds are going and the sun is finally able to shine through. So some of you guys, maybe you have felt like you were in a life phase which was a little bit uncomfortable. If it's not a life phase, maybe it was a certain situation that made you overthink a lot or worry a little bit. And what message is coming through from the energies in here is very clear that this dark cloud, which could have occupied a very big part in your mind, it is moving on. It is leaving your energy. It is leaving your space. And this is actually a very good message to get, you guys. I literally see an ending coming to this. So this could be something that some of you guys have been struggling with for quite some time. What is this about? Can we get some little bit more information? I feel like it is a lot of different things. So it feels like um, for every each one of you guys, it can be something different. And maybe this is why the energies are not giving me anything specific. Yeah, I feel like this is something that will apply to you guys differently. But what is very important for you guys to take from this is that these dark shadows, okay, are gonna move on from your life. And it is also very interesting that connected to this energy, I see you guys resting. So I feel like for some of you guys, when this worrying energy or this negative energy that maybe some of you guys have been attached to for quite some time, once it leaves your space, you may feel a little bit drained because, you know, sometimes when a situation ends, we kind of really understand how much energy it took from us, right? And I feel like it's going to be very similar to you. You're going to feel like you need to rest, you need to recharge, you need some time for yourself, you need a break, and the energies are definitely encouraging that. Now, let's give you guys some examples so maybe it is more understanding. For some of you guys, maybe you want to break up with someone who doesn't feel good for you. For others of you, maybe you want to move out from a certain environment which wasn't good for you. For others of you, maybe it is about a career which is not serving you and you want to step in, you know, bring an end to something. It is all about you feeling like whatever energy it is that is surrounding you is not serving you, and that's what I'm getting here. Although for some of you guys, it doesn't necessarily. Or 1 second, I'm receiving a message. Okay, yeah, this energy could also, maybe it was very worrisome because for some of you guys, I feel like mentally speaking, it took quite a lot of space. So it feels like maybe you guys have been worrying a lot, you know, stressing a lot about it, or it just drained a lot of mental energy from you. And what I'm getting is that definitely there has to be a time in which you allow yourself the space to recharge from this, okay? This is a very important message. Once again, maybe it's not going to apply to everyone. This could be very specific for someone, but recharging is so important. And even if you're watching this and this is not your message, you know, maybe you have listened to these messages, but you know that these are not for you, still something that you could take from this is to make sure that you give yourself the time to rest, you know. This is for all of you guys, whether this is a message that resonates with you or not. I really feel like this pile is very big on giving yourselves the space, you know, or making sure that you are recharged, making sure that you have the energy that you need, because life in general can feel very draining, right? Even if everything is going well, still the responsibilities that life, you know, brings to us, the things that we have to do, it can be very draining, you know. A mundane life can even be very draining. So your energies definitely want to, I would say, inspire you to incorporate more self-care into your day-to-day life, okay? And I know, of course, depends on your individual life, because not everyone can take hours of their day for their self-care, right? But whatever it is that suits you. Now, this is very interesting. I got this message before in the past. I can remember it very clearly, and it's coming through again. So maybe some of you guys, you may hear these messages, but then you don't really go about it. You know, you may hear that, yeah, you need to be more self-loving towards yourself. You have to nurture yourself more. But there is one thing to listen to it, but then there is something else to actually act on it. So it's very important for your spirit guides. This is so interesting. Pal 1 also got their spirit guides coming through. Your spirit guides, my dear, they're taking over today, okay? These readings, yeah, they're definitely influencing them a lot. And your spirit guides really want you to take the time that you need, you know. Now, I don't know why I get that for some of you guys, maybe you have been experiencing some kind of heartbreak. Maybe it was a recent heartbreak, or it could even be something negative that you experienced in the past that is still attached to you. Now, when I say heartbreak, I know we guys may think about relationships like romantic ones, right? And for some of you guys, maybe that's what the case is. But it doesn't have to be. It just feels like hurt. It feels like at one point you've been hurt very badly, and it's kind of like this energy is still attached to you. And however it's going to apply, if it's a family member who may have hurt you a little bit, a friend, maybe a circumstance, or literally a romantic lover, what this reading is all about is it's creating a space in which we can go back to, because we can't control what happens around us, right? Life will never go the way we want it because certain things are out of our control. What we can control is how we respond to something or how we react to it. And for your spirit guides, it is very important to them for you to create a space in which, you know, you can back to no matter what life comes through with, you know, no matter how life looks like, good or bad, it doesn't matter. Creating a space for yourself in which you feel nurtured, in which you know you can go back to if you need the rest, if you need to take a break, that's very, very important. And of course, this space can look very different for you guys. Maybe for someone, you literally want to create a space, maybe a corner in your room or in your home in which, you know, you to decorate it a little bit cozy, you know. You maybe create a space in which you meditate, maybe you create a small altar for you, whatever it may be. By the way, I do feel like you guys are definitely the pile which is very spiritual, or you are deeply connected to higher energies. For some of you guys, maybe you are even participating in certain things that you will consider spiritual, such as certain, I would say, techniques, or maybe even, I mean, even reading tarot or some kind of esoteric expression knowledge. Maybe you like to watch certain things that help you spiritually. But I really feel like you guys are definitely coming through with this energy. So whatever it is that, you know, makes you feel good, your spirit guides definitely want you to incorporate it more into your daily life. So one second. Yeah, I'm hearing so above, so below. Wow. You guys are creators. I mean, we all are, right? We all are. But I feel like what's coming for you here is you are people who are pretty quick when it comes to manifestation, and also you guys are very gifted. And sometimes when the mundane matrix kind of life, you know, it takes a lot of energy away from us. Maybe our passion, maybe our I even hear like spiritual stuff that makes us feel good and stuff like that. Maybe our connection to our spirit guides and stuff like that. They may be a little bit pushed to the background, right? If we are so occupied with so many things that in which we have to perform, we have to, you know, go with our practical mind, we have to act. Being in that mode, maybe it's a little bit different to go back to just being or experiencing and expressing and exploring. And the energies are definitely, I would say, suggesting you to do more things that make you feel like you're actually being, you know, you're a human being, you're not a human doing. Because let's just face it, a lot of us, we do maybe even more than we would want to, but we just have to do certain things, right? It's a part of, the experience, the life we are currently in. But it's very important for your spirit guides for you to still create a space in which you can balance out your energy, because I feel like for some of you guys, maybe you sometimes feel very drained, this balance, it could be a little bit struggling for you to create a space in which you feel like you are in your center. So this is very important for your spirit guides. And of course, this is something that can, I'm hearing whatever floats your boat, whatever it is that is right for you. Once again, it comes back to what your interests are, But for some of you guys, maybe connecting with certain people can make you feel more balanced. Maybe you have a circle of friends or very dear loved ones that being with them makes you feel better, makes you feel recharged. For others of you, maybe you like to be more so by yourself, and you like to do certain things that only are about you, and that's it. But definitely, my dear, give yourself more energy, because you are definitely someone who throws their energy around, work, this, that, responsibility, maybe even taking care of other people, right? Being in that space, that can make us forget about ourselves very, very easily. And the messages in here are very clear. Your spirit guides, they want you to put yourself first more when it comes to your needs, when it comes to your desires. Put yourself first more. Because, hey, maybe you're someone who's very quick when it comes to the needs of other people, but then when it comes to you, you back down a little bit. No, this is something that your spirit guides are very much emphasizing here. You deserve just as much energy that you give to others. You yourself deserve it as well. Okay? And another thing I would like to say here, by the way, as well, coming back to this spiritual aspect of the reading, you guys are highly intuitive people. This is something that I really need to say here. And I'm hearing I'm hearing pay more attention, because there are a lot of signs around you, much more than you actually think, because you are being guided and your intuition is also right on. So this is especially for those of you guys who may sometimes feel like you may need guidance, or you may feel like you wish you would receive messages. You are receiving messages. This is something I'm getting very clearly. Your spirit guides, the energies, even your higher self is really coming through here for me. They are in your life, pretty dominating. And even if it doesn't look like it from a I would say human state stand of point, but actually they are there. Maybe you can't see them, maybe those signs are not in your face, but they are there. And your spirit guides want you to be more attentive. They want you to honestly connect with yourself more, because the more you connect with yourself, the more you actually connect with the greatness and the magic and the beauty of what's around you. And yeah, maybe for some of you guys, meditation could be a good thing to, silence the mind and the distraction a little bit and really connect with yourself. Because let's go back to the message with the clouds, right? If there are clouds in front of us, we can't see through the other side. We don't know what's, out there. But once the clouds move away, we can actually see clearly in front of us. And this is also what meditation does. It allows all the nonsense and all the overthinking to tune down a little bit. Silence, my dear, is It is truly a superpower, especially in the kind of world we're living in which we're bombarded constantly online, offline. It's kind of like this world is trying to keep us away from our own silence, keep us away from our own self, because we should always engage with something out there, watch, listen, do this, do that. And it's kind of like, when do we find a time in which we can actually connect with ourself or with our own wisdom, which can only be found once we quiet down everything else around us. And it's kind of like your spirit guides are inviting you to do that. Of course, at the end of the day, my dear, you have free will and you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. This is just a suggestion coming from your spirit guides to you today, that, when you feel like there is a round happening, or even if you feel like nothing is happening at all, meditation or certain practices are not just for the bad times, they're also for the good times. It's about connecting, and I really feel like you're not even aware of how much greatness you're connected to. And you guys are very spiritual people. Even if spirituality so far hasn't been a huge part of your life for some of you guys, still you are coming through with that. And I definitely feel like when it comes to your soul, when it comes to your energy, you are a very experienced soul. You are a very wise soul. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if of course you believe in past lives, if in other past lives you have also engaged in your spiritual growth as well, because it's coming through pretty strongly. And it's kind of like in this lifetime, it's all about exploring that. It's all about exploring how much spiritual wisdom actually lays within you already that you haven't looked into yet. So this is very interesting, pal, too. Honestly, I am mesmerized. I am so mesmerized by your energy and so impressed by your energy. There are a lot of parts of you that you haven't witnessed yet and explored yet. And if this is something you choose to do in this lifetime, then definitely you're in for a lot of pleasant surprises, because there are a lot of gifts. And honestly, I'm hearing moon for some of you guys. Maybe you feel very connected to the moon, or the moon has some kind of significance to you. But I definitely see a connection here as well. You guys could even be psychics, by the way, or you guys definitely, yeah, there is a lot to explore. But of course, once again, you have free will, and at the end of the day, even if you have a certain potential, you can decide for yourself whether you want to step into it or not. But the energies are definitely encouraging it. There is no doubt about that. So, my dear pal, too, this is all I have for you guys for today. If you would like, my dear, to claim this incredible reading, then let's go with a star emoji. Feel free to drop a star emoji in the comment section below, my dear, if you would like to claim this reading. As always, thank you so, so much for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. And if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel, my dear. If you do, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, take care, my dear. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what message is meant to reach you today. What do you need to know? Now, my dear, as always, I already meditated for you guys, and I would like to start straight away with your reading. So I have your candle right here, so let me light it up for you guys, and let's see What message is meant to reach you right now? What do you need to know? For my beautiful pal 3, as always, my dear, as always, please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here for you guys. For my beautiful pal 3, what message is meant to reach you? Let's see, let's see. Okay, the first thing I would like to say, pal 3, is that it's almost like I'm getting a message regarding the next life phase in your life, or maybe it has something to do with 2024. I mean, the year just began, right? We're still in January, and it's kind of like um, the energies are sharing with me here what's to come for you regarding this phase in your life. So this is interesting. Let's start. So, first of all, I would like to start with this. I really feel like there is a brand new beginning for you guys, you know? It could have something to do with the new year once again, because very often when the new year starts, you know, our energy even feels very fresh, very, very new. Some of us may even, you know, have New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, right? It just feels like we are stepping into a new chapter. And this is kind of also what I'm seeing for you energetically. You're stepping into a new chapter in your life. And what is very important about this chapter in your life is to not take the old baggage with you. Because, you know, whenever we start something new, the options are open. I mean, we have a brand new opportunity to change our story, or, you know, to change our path. But when we mentally are somewhere in the past, or when we still think about the past, it may actually block us from a brand new beginning that is actually unfolding in front of us. So this is very important. And I know this is perhaps something that, you know, people do before the new year, right? They look at their year and they see what they want to take with them in the new year and what they want to leave behind. But I still like, for some of you guys, you may still have a few things in your energy right now which should have been left in 2023. So it kind of feels like the energies are inviting you to reflect, okay? Because we have the new year. I mean, it's still January, so it is still very fresh, and this year is definitely all about changing stuff, or embarking on something new. So the old needs to be kept away, and this is almost like, once again, your energies are inviting you to do so. So if some of you guys, you're watching this and you instantly know maybe what you want to get rid of in the beginning of the year, you know, then definitely this is a invitation for you guys here to yeah, get motivated and go for it. But one thing I would like to emphasize here regarding this new phase that you're stepping into is that you're not alone. I see a lot of people in your energy. So this year could be a year for you to actually be very active when it comes to socializing. Now, maybe some of you guys, you like socializing, maybe for others of you you absolutely don't, but I see you actually enjoying it. It's not like you connecting with people at times in which you absolutely don't want to. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking here about uplifting and very nurturing connections. So it could be the case, my dear pal 3, that this year or this next phase in your life, you actually are going to meet at least one person that's going to have a very good influence on you, a great friendship. I even see romantic relationship, okay? This is also coming through here. For those of you guys who are single, or perhaps you're looking for something, but this is really all about you connecting. And once again, I see you joyful, I see you happy, I see you energized. You are genuinely very happy to be in those spaces, connecting with these people. It's not something that, you feel like you have to do, but you actually absolutely don't want to be there. No, that's not what I'm getting. And in fact, I do see you out a lot. So this year can definitely be a very active year for you, my dear pal 3, when it comes to putting yourself in new spaces, get to know new people. But it's all about you liking where you are. It's not like you go somewhere but you don't like it. No, you actually enjoy it very much. And by the way, yeah, I see quite a lot of social gatherings. So it could actually be the case that in this life phase, you're gonna be introduced or maybe invited to a lot of different spaces, okay? And I see you want to go. I see you actually enjoying it. Once again, I've said this now multiple times, but this is just the energy that's coming through. You just have a good time. I can see this. You will have a great time. And going back to the romantic message, for some of you guys, 2024 or this life phase that I've been talking about, it can definitely be a time for you to date, okay? I see you guys being more open-minded when it comes to dating or being more decisive in general. And this once again goes for those of you guys who are looking for something. Of course, if you are in a relationship and you're happy, that's not for you. But for those of you guys who are looking or open for connections, I definitely see something coming through that could be a potential. Of course, at the end of the day, it is your decision, just because someone is, of course, interested in you, that doesn't mean that you have to go for it. You have free will, right? And you can decide for yourself what you want to do. But if we look at the energy, I definitely see potential love being here. And I see you having a lot of fun. Like, you truly enjoy and have fun dating, getting to know new people, spending time with people that maybe you haven't connected to before. And it's something that brings you I'm even hearing brings you out of your shell. So for some of you guys, maybe last year you felt like you were hiding a little bit, but this year is definitely about showing yourself, of course, once again, the way it feels comfortable for you. But I see you putting yourself out there. Maybe for some of you guys, you're trying to manifest a romantic partner, and you want to put yourself in spaces in which you could perhaps meet someone. I'm receiving a message that this doesn't have to be related to the love, but of course, for those of you guys who resonate with this message, it can very much be connected. But just generally speaking, what I'm getting is that some of you guys have been very patiently waiting for something. Like, I can't even describe to you guys how strongly this aspect of patience is coming through. You've been waiting for an opportunity, for something to come towards you for quite a long time. Maybe you have even put a lot of energy into your own growth, into your own development to, bring forward a version of yourself that you feel like is authentic to you. If you've been working towards something, I see that you will reap the fruits of your labor. That's basically what I'm getting here. And once again, it could be connected to love, but it doesn't necessarily have to. If it's not connected to love, then it could just be you working on an area of your life for quite some time, being very patient about it, doing your best, working on yourself. And it kind of feels like you're getting the reward. I would say this is what this energy feels like. For those of you guys who are in relationships already, I see that this year is definitely going to be a very, I would say, significant year when it comes to your relationships, because you could actually go to the next level, whatever this means to you. I see for some of you guys maybe moving in together, maybe, becoming official or taking this to the next level, maybe even getting married. I just feel like a lot of people who are in happy relationships right now watching this next life phase, it feels like you're taking your relationship to the next level. And why am I saying, okay, I'm seeing a very beautiful, like, decorated house or home, apartment. Like, why is this coming through? Maybe someone wants to also step up their home a little bit when it comes to making it more like comfy or cozy or beautiful to their own taste, okay? The interior a little bit. A very random message, but this is what I'm getting here as well. This is perhaps even for those of you guys who are single, okay? Doesn't have to be only for those who are in relationships. Maybe you want to put more energy into your space, making it more beautiful for you. But I talked about the fact that this year is going to be very significant for you guys. Yeah, you see, this message, I kept it pretty open regarding whatever message is meant to reach you is welcome. And I almost feel like this has turned into a 2024 reading for you, at least this first part of 2024, this phase. And what I find very interesting is that relationships in general, family, friends, possibly romantic ones, are going to be very significant to you. And the aspect of family is very important. So this year, there could definitely be something significantly happening there. For those of you guys who are in a relationship, maybe you want to have a family, or for those of you guys who are not in relationships, the relationships that you have towards your family could become very significant. Maybe they're going to help you with something, or maybe you're just going to feel the need to connect with your loved ones more. But I see you in that space. I see you surrounded by love. I see you doing much more with your loved ones, or connecting with them much more, okay? I feel like this is what you need at the moment. You guys need to feel good or to nurture yourselves, and love is truly one of the highest form of nurture. And I feel like in this particular example, it is connected to outside love, to the connections, all right? I see it very significant this year as well for you guys. So maybe the social gatherings that I've talked about, it could definitely be a lot of coming together with your family. But you guys will definitely get introduced this year to a lot of people. And I'm seeing not only random people, but people who you genuinely click with, you match with, you feel compatible with, whether it's on a romantic level, a friendship level. But I definitely see you connecting with a lot of wonderful souls. I see you, my dear, doing more things that make you happy. This is very important when it comes to this pile. Maybe someone's energies are trying to encourage them a little bit more to, do more things that make you feel happy, do more things that make you feel joyful. But this is definitely a very important message coming through, because sometimes we are like in this, I would say, in this cycle, right, of doing the things we have to do, waking up, doing whatever we have to do, going to sleep, waking up again, doing what we have to do, going to sleep again, right? And life looks very one dimensional, and it just feels like we are showing up to whatever we have to do, but we aren't really feeling happy about how things are going. And sometimes doing certain things that make you feel happy or you're passionate about can make such a huge difference. And it's kind of like your I would say spirit guides. You guys, this reading, okay, all three readings, their spirit guides came into the space. So yeah, with you guys it's the same thing. Your spirit guides are, I would say, leading this energy today, and there is definitely a reason for that. Know that your spirit guides are here and they are supporting you on your journey. And what I'm receiving here as well regarding them is one thing I want you to know: when it comes to you, your spirit guides want you to do more things that make you happy. And I know it sounds very simple, but it is not simple when it comes to sometimes incorporating it into our like realistic lives, right? Sometimes we don't have time, sometimes we may not have our own space, but your spirit guides would like you to take this more serious, this message. Or at least if you take one message from this reading, it's to do more things that make you happy, okay? Whether it's connecting with people who make you happy, who you feel like you're receiving a lot of love from, you have fun with, or whether it's doing certain activities that fill you with joy. But that's definitely very big here, my dear. I can't even explain to you guys how much love I feel coming through here. Your spirit guides, my dear, like this is unconditional love. You are receiving so much daily. But of course, being in our human avatars, we may not really pick up on it or be aware of it. Okay, that's interesting. I got a similar message for Pal 2 as well. If you felt drawn to Pal 2, then maybe feel free to watch it. If not, then as always, just stick with this one here. But sometimes we may not be aware of all the support, all the guidance, all the incredible energy and love that our spirit guides or the divine connections that we have are sending our way, right? But your spirit guides are actually really pushing me towards sharing this with you, letting you know that you are loved, you are, like, they care about you so, so much, my dear. And for them, I mean, look at this picture. I would like to say something. Look at this card. Do you see this person? It doesn't matter who you are. It's just an illustration as an example. This is what you are to your spirit guides. You are their star. And sometimes when, one second, I'm receiving a message. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing that you are this star to your spirit guides, and every step on the way, they have been there, holding your hand and going with you. And they want you to know that they love you. You are loved. You are appreciated. They care. Okay? Oh my goodness, I almost feel like we're tuning into a channeled messages from your spirit guides, but for some reason, it is very important for them to share this with you, how much they love you. Maybe for some of you guys, you haven't heard this in quite a long time. Someone telling you that they love you, then let me repeat it one more time. You are loved, my dear. Okay? I'm hearing always. Know that, okay? Wow, pile 3, your reading has to be the, I would say, most intense one. And yeah, your spirit guides are with you always, okay? Know that. Yes. My dear, if you would like to claim this very lovely reading, then let's go with a tree emoji. If you would like to claim this reading, then drop a tree emoji in the comment section below. As always, my dear, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 3, take care, my dear.